make a payment entry, and make a receipt entry. So whoever directly connected can do it. Also not-connected also can do it because you can use a query to export the report. So both of you create a ledger under data, make a payment entry, make a quick receipt entry. Just entered, create a ledger, group it under data, make a payment entry and make a receipt entry. And I'm going to refresh the daybook. Others, I want you to, if you do not connect to the, put the daybook query, get the data, export it to Excel. So everyone can actually do. So now I have made a small hint towards the 269 SS and D, hiding in the under sundry data, how to identify it. So friends, please see here, a simple pivot table. I want you to do Control A, insert a pivot table. Everything will pivot itself like complete. Okay. I want the ledger name, drag it to the row. Okay. Ledger group. I will take only the sundry data. Okay. I'll take the amount. You can see here, amount I'll drag it to the value. I got the value of data. Now I'll say voucher type. Voucher type name, I'll drag the columns. Now please see the screen. Tell me which ledgers have a trouble. No, I forgot to refer. I'm sorry. Yeah. Which ledgers have a trouble? Sundry data, alpha provisions, having a journal entry. You can actually double click on the journal. So friends, I just want you to create this report. Let's discuss it further. Because I'll show you how it is created the design also. So that, okay. Yeah, this is the settings. Anyone have a trouble? I can ask the auditors to help you. All done. Or with the existing data also you can do, because I have by default there's one anomaly in the data, so that also you can actually use. Not necessarily you have to pass anything. Anyone require help? I'll send you volunteers. Friends, how many of you done? Please raise your hands. Only 2-3 years. So simply drag and drop. This is the field called ledger name, voucher type name, day book, amount. Why is not doing? Okay, but I can share the Excel file, no? Check the phone. Excel is download and start working on this. Excel is there. So friends who does not have Tally, that connectivity Excel is given to you. With the, after importing, please use it. Try to put this pivot table. I will share this file with you. End of the day, I'll share as a post of file. Any doubts here? Fine, I'll move on to the analysis. Yeah. So tell me, what is the observation here in this screen? Friends, everyone, what is the observation? Here. Basically, a list of sundry data and their entries, type of entries along with the amount. Which ledgers have trouble? Alpha. What is the problem? It has a journal and a payment. And a reversing journal as well. I'm going to just double click on this, sir. Just double click on this amount. I take that particular voucher in a separate sheet. So wherever I double click on it, it will land to the debit or the credit aspect of the particular transaction. So here it is. Journal number 700, journal number 1 dated this date as made the date. Then later you will go and post for that particular also. So this will be helpful. Friends, now see here, in the slicer, instead of debtors, I am going to click on creditors. See here what happens. Report change to a different perspective. I can click on the accounts falling under loans. So what will happen? I'll get to know what kind of entries being passed, whether interest is booked or not. I don't have loans here. Sorry. Let me stop with creditors. So creditors is showing only debit notes, payment and purchases. All good. So with this you can go and identify thousands of ledger. Identify anomalies like, payment to a debtor or a receipt from a creditor, all of this you can actually go through. So tell me, what is that it will help you? What kind of advantages this report will give you? I'm expecting some questions, answers from the senior members here.
Payment within only 3 days.
Pardon?
Payment within only 3 days.
That cannot be serious, sir. You need to take the transactions. I'll drop you a hint. You can take the daybook with some formulas in Excel. You can bifurcate into buckets. Something similar to that you did it in the tally based on FIFO arrangement. Any other items you can identify? What else you can? Any reporting? The reporting aspects, data from this particular kind of pivot. No, cash payment study wasn't okay. Apart from that, you can take these items and go for a disclosure under Part-2 will be in required under section 216 in SAP if they have interest in other things. So, number one. Number two, analysis. With respect to loans, instead of sundry debtors, I can take a loan account, see the amount of interest booked during the year. See whether any of these parties is an NBFC. See whether the TDS has been booked or not. All of this can be done with this particular kind of analysis. So the group by group analysis will help you. You can create a chart for one chart for debtors, another same thing for creditors, another same thing for loans and liabilities, another one for the investments. You can sort of get an idea on what kind of things it is happening in this particular group of ledgers and apply the possibilities of information required under various places in 3CD, various places in, for example, you need to disclose the related party transactions in the financial statements, amount of purchases of sales from a party, closing balances. Alright? So all of this kind of a table can help you. So, which is normally not available. Friends, also I want to tell you about some important point about this data analysis at this juncture. How many of you have an account in ChatGPT? ChatGPT. No one, I'm surprised. You're raising your hand or just your hand? So no one has an account in ChatGPT? Normal ChatGPT? You said one person I have, sir. Normal. So you have created a login, I have an account. Alright. So today, you pass this sheet to ChatGPT. You ask total sales. It will go and analyze the daybook and give you. You ask list of data. You take the list of data from the ledger sheet and give it. All these kinds of analysis is currently possible in ChatGPT. I'll tell you what will happen in the future from my point of view. You know, I come from a background of being a lorry driver, heavy vehicle lorry driver, transporting the sands from the river bed to my place, my father's business. At the age of 24, he said, no, 23, he said, don't do this business, your siblings will take care, study, I started doing CA. 2010 I did my application, sir. Major firms like ITR 5 and 6, especially younger people should know this. ITR 5, ITR 6 were online, and 1 to 4 were both online and offline. I used to go wait like mad with 16 ITRs and 5 in the enterprise department. Sometimes it used to be like this. It will be the deadline for the revised return of the previous year. You recall, sir, 1 year they will give you. And if I go to the jurisdiction, they will say, no, I will not allow you to file. So I'll go to some other jurisdiction and get a chapa on them. Just get a record that I have filed the return. And later, after 2011-12, everything is moved on to the e-filing part of it. We had Excel utilities and softwares like Computex, Spectrum and other things, Winman, coming alongside. At that point, any 148 notices, 147, that is what you call this, income escaping assessment, relating for financial year or assessment in 2008-7, and go and see my previous file, where I've seen the computation done in a paper, accounts paper, in a pencil. They used to arrive at advanced tax and things like that. That computation is supposed to fill it in the, not file, fill in the ITR form. 2 copies, one is for the department and another one is for file. I've seen that, I've seen this transition. Later the software is taking out, but today, lot of tools, you just enter the username and password in income tax, it grabs all the data, process 26 years data, and almost prepares 90% of your idea. I click of a button, you can file. I have software in my office, within 60 seconds I can file your idea one. Those kinds of advancements are started to come. But in the whole transition, I just qualified 5 years back. I can find a lot of senior members. I've also seen the other way. Senior members, at the age of 55, 60, they just come and sit in the technology seminar. Just sit, try to hear the session as a conference. Generally, they used to go for a CP sessions like that. And just go away, even though they have a very deep knowledge on the subject. On how to handle a case, how to handle a case on this important areas of the law. But because of the advance, not using the technology bit to the Excel level knowledge at least, many senior practitioners are thinking that, the firm is managing the technology related work or every work which is nowadays based on technology. And slowly, the senior members are thinking about to retire. Okay, let's give the phone to the partners, they will handle. They will just go, come back. But I find a deep of knowledge in them. A library of knowledge in them. For my senior 65 years old, if I say one thing, sir, this is how I got a 143 notice and I'm going to respond to this. There is a penalty, I don't know what to say. I'll have an idea, sir, this is what I'm replying with. No. You say like this. You say it's gone for appeal, you put the penalty in abuse. So like that, they give a out-of-box advice to me. But unfortunately, with respect to use of technology, because of the gap in generation, there is a gap. I will tell you, most of the members, not having the updated version of Office, most of it were Office 2007 and 2010. Because that time you would have started to practice and you would have bought a computer and you would have used that particular application. No wrong with that, but you stopped updating them. Like that, I see ChatGPT as an application. It got introduced on November 22, 2022. November 21 or first second week of November 2022. First January of 23, that is last year January, I started to use it, my dear friends. Then I came to the news that Google has sacked 12,000 employees. Microsoft has planning to take 12% of its employees. Sure. I thought it's all a myth, just some kind of a hyping in technology. A few years back, have you ever heard of this term, blockchain? It's going to transform the profession, just like that. Anything happened? Nothing is said. But I also believe so. But today, friends, ICAI has floated a tender to have a ChatGPT-like application for members. Like an expert system. All ICAI journals, everything will be loaded. Cases and everything will be loaded. You can simply go and ask the query, it will reply back to the answer. Now the point is, my dear friends, you are going to get such a technology where you will be very good in prompt. What will your clients do? Today I am getting clients like, calling me some queries, sir, how to handle this case? I'll say, no, you can do this. If there is a notice, where there is a mistake, you can, instead of going for appeal, you can go for an ask a rectification application. See, that is what I did Google. I also got that just for confirmation and validation. Okay, sir, thank you, sir. But people come with, predetermined research and come to us.
Second opinion.
Yeah, second opinion. No, sir, it's not even a second opinion. Just a bit of confirmation. Yes, Testing expense. Interesting. One person said, he got a demand of 6 lakhs. You know how it is? My office only. He said in 2019 times, no invoices, nothing he had invoices in a year. Suddenly in September, he has given 4 invoices to us. 4 invoices. 20 lakhs. My people have filled in 3B and 5. Because those times, GSL 1 we will not file first. 3B only will first, then later we'll give the breakup amount. One was, if you don't file outside, it will go for 3 weeks. We have filed that. And he told about ITC, the same amount will come as input you take. We have taken the same amount input. So sales was disclosed, input was same amount, input was disclosed, fine. Will that be liability? No. Correct? Now, there was never an inward flow of ITC happening. The other company is also his own sister company. The credit did not move there because he wanted to save taxes there, input taxes. Because my team has failed to file one, or they filed one with a nil. So 3B is filed with a liability, same liability is taken as input. File, one is not filed, one is filed as nil. It's a totally one. Fine. Now, notice 73 was issued, DRC 01 was issued. Client had a lot of previous cases in VAT, he used to get calls. Of the VAT department got. Again he is getting a call, he blocked all these calls. Notice never known to us. Ex parte order for 6 lakhs, another 6 lakhs of interest. I asked him to pay. What else he can do? What else he can go for an appeal? He's my close friend, he walked to my office multiple times, trying to pass the blame to me that, ITC, you should have seen. I said, he's actually managing the ITC. He'll see what is the opening balance, how many bills has to come. He manages everything. He does not really have an ITC, it's a service level organization. He tried to do something until the risk and he's carrying on. What happened is, since he's walking multiple times, but 6 lakhs is nothing to him. He's currently, trying to register a 18-acre property for 9 crore. So, nothing to him. I said, don't pay. You have not paid any taxes so far. Just pay something. He said, no, I will not pay. For a moment, for a second, the idea thought to me, why can't I say the input tax credit, same amount, as credit note reversal? Because those days you remember, we will not net off with the sales amount, we will rather show us for a second I just thought. It's not true. If you check the return, I would have shown this as revenue. It worked for me, friends. I applied for a rectification of a mistake under 161 of the CGST Act. And he got some formality and got ordered yesterday. So this idea came out of box. My question is very first. Even though any kind of expert system like GPT and other things comes, the human knowledge or human way of moving the things forward will remain the same. But only one thing. If we do not embrace technology, for example, that to the level of you exporting this daybook, it's not happening. Any expert system or AI system will come to you, will not be no use to you, because you don't have information at all. So maybe you need to start using this GPT, try using this technology so that you get a lot of results or some kind of inputs which normally the client does not get. Today it is like that. How much client knows, how much I know. That is what is running my show. Most of the things that clients are researching the results. I would suggest you to use applications like that. Now, so let us stop here with respect to the analysis. And I just want to know any other questions with respect to, okay, before that I want to show you one last thing. GST reconciliation from this data. Correct? Now, what are the problems we face in GST reconciliation? From 10. The live layman level problem. That's the name is different. The GST number. GST number itself is not there. Yeah. Invoice number mismatch. Yes. Rounding, what is the problem, sir?
Total value.
Nothing, I am not matching. Yes. Then? Ineligible identity is that we need to identify.
RCM
RCM accounting. First, let me ask you, do you think most of the cases the opening balances of tally will match? We have trouble. Multiple voucher types they take inputs. Am I right? Okay. Now I can show you a small bit of introduction on how to do a reconciliation. I'll share the file with you. That's it. I'm going to stop working on this file anymore. Okay? And you can take it forward. So I'm going to work with the same pivot table. Okay? Insert the pivot table. Friends, this is very crucial. I want your utmost attention on the screen. I'll drag something called key. What is this key? Did you ever note it down? What it is? No, voucher type name concatenated with the master ID and again concatenated with the voucher number. So unique in a tally. So there are, if you see the day book, what is the number of entries I have? Lines 955. If I see this, how much it has? Why it is 400? Friends, why it is 400? $955 lines in the day book.
Only sales.
No, every voucher is here. Because debits and credits are there, only duplicated values being removed. Unique values are remaining here. That is the aspect of pivot. Getting your point? So this tally has 409 entries. So this key is unique. Now I'm going to say amount I'm dragging into the value. I drag the amount. Now see here friends, why the amount is 0? Tally, debit credit. Clear? Now I'm going to take the ledger name, drag it to columns. All the ledger will come A to Z. Am I right? Yes? So I'm going to take the group name, mark it to pivot, take only 2 decent access. So what happens? I chance it, I don't want you to work parallel with me. Voucher number, amount of debit to the HST. Voucher number, name, amount of debit to the CGST and HST. Like that it goes on. So what it means now? Let's see how many entries are now showing now. 92 entries. So why 92? What it means? Pardon? No. These are the entries which is affecting CGST, SGST, IGST ledgers. In other words, I'll do this value also. The total of debits and credits to these ledgers. Let me just go to balance sheet, current liabilities, duties and taxes. You can see this. Total is 479,503.01. All the vouchers being listed, which is adding a 1 paisa of debit or credit to the CGST, SGST and IGST. Friends, do you get it how I reconcile? You are getting my point? Yeah. Now, 3 ledgers, do you think all inputs and outputs people will only put in 1 ledger? Do you think tally will have, in one case I saw 74 ledgers for my client. Input CGST 12%, output CGST 12%, input IGST 18%. Am I right? No problem. You can say GST classification. You recall the ledger will be grouped under GST, then you'll ask one more question. Duties and taxes, and here it is type of tax. Correct? So I will remove the ledger name and I will say classification. Now what happens? When I create the ledger, you will give the classification or not. So multiple ledgers mapped under the same classification of CGST, what will happen? So 3 columnar report I got for GST. Sales purchases in single file. Now what we are supposed to do? What are the other fields required? Date, party name, then GST number, voucher number, total taxable value. Am I right, friends? Yes, tell me, you have this voucher key. Can you do a VLOOKUP and date? Party name, VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP, voucher number, GST number. 2 GST numbers are given. Party name is also there. I'll show you. Party ledger name, GST number. Voucher number. Again, the vendor voucher number also is there. Total taxable value, again a sum of formula. With this, I'll get a big array. Listing all the items which is being for taking a debit or credit to the CGST or SGST related ledgers, and I get a big array, and I can simply type here, classify as input, classify as outputs. All the sales I can mark as output, all the purchases I can mark as input, and journals accordingly, debit notes and credit notes accordingly. So I'll get a big array of single sheet for the complete analysis, party list. Voucher wise actually, invoice wise, document wise it is there. Now tell me, in any case you need to get this consolidated this data in a single level like this, you need at least half an hour to 1 hour going to each voucher type, getting this kind of data. I will mark this and share this sheet with you by evening. So this is how I take this data. Now, what is the next problem? I think most of the problems in Tally are over. This one sheet is gone through. Now, what will be the next problem in reconciliation or the GST audit to us? Let's tell me, what is the next problem we'll have? The Tally's part is done, books part is done. With this, you can go and do any kind of reconciliation. 2A to B. Okay? So, you can go to this website. I think morning I showed you GST-auditor.in. Okay? Which downloaded and consolidated to be 2A, 1, 3B into a single Excel file. Right? But the internet is a bit slow in connecting. Yeah, loaded. So morning you have seen, okay? Yeah. So you can upload 1 and 3B here, upload 3B alone here, and click on this button to convert into Excel. You know how many number of line it converts? Let me just open the sheet I converted in the morning. Still opening. I'll also show you how to convert it. Yeah. So it converted 3,000 line amount data into a matter of 3 seconds. So still my internet is very bad slow here. Okay, let me skip this part. So like that, friends, you can go and convert. Like that, you can use this to convert all your 3B, 1, 2A, and 2B into single Excel file, consolidate without any data has been captured by any application. It does not even have a username and password. Just a simple online converter. Okay, with that data, one side you have the books data split into ITC and output, another side you have the returns data. You can reconcile both of it, most of the work is done. I'll tell you what kind of analysis you get after reconciliation. What kind of results you release. Let's assume you have both the data in two sheets, you do a reconciliation, you do a summary for accounting, whatever we look up, you come out with the reconciliation. What are the actions to be taken? Tell me what kind of possibilities will happen. Something to be entered in the books. One, something required in tally. Another one? Okay, there's something to be done in the site, or we are the third party to be done something. Any type of variances, mismatches, or something which we cannot do, let the management say what is right or wrong. Three? Roughly three, sir. Management decision, compulsory to be entered in the books of account because you have reported, or some the third party has to do a filing, or we have to do appropriate corrections in the site. Three. This can be sent to the client.
Voucher number written by the party is different by the voucher number written.
Yes, very simple, sir. With the GST number, you can do a party-wise reconciliation. Even though it mismatches the voucher numbers, you will not have a number. That is the reconciliation based on GST number, not based on the voucher number. That's the solution. So, with this three data, you send it to the client. What the client should do, whatever to be made in the books of accounts, corrections you will do. Any variance corrections to be in the books of accounts you will do. Something corrections in the GST side, you will do an amendment in the GST one. And corrections to be made in the by the vendor, you will ask the vendor to do. Another 2-3 months, it will get resolved. Now what you can do? Reopen the file. Connect to the new tally data is given. Just refresh. What happened? The entire reconciliation will be given. I tell you, this is how I finalized my financial audit last year with 22 clients, which I'm going to do for GST audit. Sent out the data, all amendments, everything is done. I didn't review it. I signed the financials. On 26th of December, I had 21 clients to file 990. On 26th, simply open that file, refresh, and see what is done, what is not done. Take an appropriate action in 990. I closed the audit. That's it. And you won't believe that 21 clients, we have not worked on 30th or 31st. Any other firm would have gone out midnight audit. Just with this tool, simply refresh, see what has been done, and now I think connect the data back, do a refresh, convert more files. Not only 12 files, you can upload 24 files here. The subsequent year file also can be uploaded. I tell you usage of this particular tool. You can say when man is doing this consolidation and things like that. I'll tell you, a voucher of sales entered into the GSTR1 last year, can it be amended today? Yes or no? Yes. Yes. Up to November. No, the system allows. Yeah, it allows you till November. Now my next question is, are you sure your software taking the data of a financial year to the succeeding financial year and pulling out the information and giving to you? So there is no. And also, whenever there is an amendment, what is the auditor like, sir? One invoice is amended one time, sir. What you, as an auditor, what do you want? You just want the new version is fine? No, you will ask the original copy of the invoice I made, the amendment I made, and what is the difference I contemplated? Whether change in GST number, change in the value, or change in the rate. All of this is not available. But this consolidation, let's assume you consolidated 12 months, also this 2 months where amendment is done. The invoice will appear one time in B2B, one more time in the sheet called B2BA. You getting my point? I'll show you the sheet. Both the sheets will come. Here the sheet is complete. Okay, in my data there is no data. So now the invoice will appear in both the sheets. You are to analyze and take the appropriate document and put it in the single sheet. So this is basically consolidated of the records and consolidates all the data and give it to you. I've seen many cases where the subsequent amendments is not taken at all for the conclusion of audit. So this will help you, really analyzing those kind of items. So friends, With this, I'm going to complete the GST audit automation and general audit automation part of this. So, you have any questions? Generally, I'm ready to clarify now. I know it is a post-lunch tough session for you. Yeah. Any questions? I know you might have some questions, but it's fine even though it is I'm not sure that is a bad question or not, you can still ask. No questions? Alright. So I'll move forward to the next part of discussion. Okay, but there are a few comments, I'll tell you. There could be many questions maybe to your until your neck and you are not ready to ask. But I will tell you my scenario how it goes. I just gone for a TDL classes, some kind of technology classes I attend with respect to use of technology. First day I'll be silent. Only first day. Second day, first day, end of the day I'll know the agenda, what is the faculty is going to do it on the day 2. I'll go and try that in the day home on the first day. Then I go there, sit in the class. Half the time I ask all kind of nonsense questions. Okay, you have done this. Okay, what is change in rate? What should I do? That what should I do? I keep on, asking questions like this. Today, I came to a place where I can stand on this dais and take a class. So, in the technology class, it's always you need to think parallelly so that you can keep on develop. Today, the sheet might look very hard. Working on this will be very difficult. I'll bet you 2-3 instances of this things. You can just, move it forward. So only the adoption is difficult. I'll tell you, I'm surprised. Avinash, I'm asking whether are you using Radmin. I thought Avinash is in the same city, Bellary. Why he should use? That's what Pandrakshar only is used to travel. I know Avinash is still there. He's saying I'm using. Why are you using? You know what happens? Sir calls me at 10 o'clock and asks me sir questions. So I open Radmin and I use. So now if I ask him what is Radmin, he will go and take a session also. He will help you out in connecting. Still I recall in the same session where Avinash attended, one regional council member also attended. Not Pandrakshar, somebody else. 5 times he has asked me, Kana, tell me the software name that day you were showing. But none of the time he could not able to implement it so far in the office. Last 5 months he has called me 5 times. So the point here is, how you utilize. The first step might be, things little tougher. Post that will be easier. So maybe I would suggest you, all of you, please update. I also asked Avinash, he has some other version of data which is showing and does not ask license also. So I said if it's so case, you share with the members. So maybe you can start, maybe you can ask one of the people who have already attended using this, at least for a 1 hour of webinar to connect this next time. So each and every day, one step, after 1 year of using this ecosystem, you will get a good grip over the topic. Alright friends, so with this I'll complete this topic. Now next question, somebody asked me, start of the class, so what you will do if the data is in Zoho or SAP? Correct? Oh, I don't know what's that. Yes. So do you think will I get data like this from SAP or Zoho? Tell me, will I get data like this? Will it be helpful if I get the data like this? Very much? Yes? So, this TDL I took more than 300 or 400 hours to learn. Basic. Making it a TDL, a product like this to you, I spent around 2,500 hours so far in the last 2.5 years. I recommend it. Don't go and study. Yeah, seriously. Don't go and study. But you won't believe. Because I had so much of effort on this, it took me 30 hours to do the same thing for Zoho. How much? Only 30 hours. I'm speaking about creating this, which I'm going to demonstrate before you. So no Zoho here, sir. No Zoho. Okay. I'm slightly changing their domain name. aitt.xca.app. Okay. But I recommend you to not to register there. It is for the faculties of advanced ITT. Okay, aitt.xca.app. Okay, you can very well differentiate, does not have a logo here. And by the way, you know that logo is designed by ChatGPT. This logo is designed by ChatGPT. Just by taking our inputs, having the CA ticks and things like that. So Python programming advanced. I'm going to actually introduce you formally Python. Okay. Here it says Zoho. Download Zoho automation to get the chart of accounts. I'm going to click on this. Friends, I don't want you to do. Just listen here. To run this, you need to do some steps which will at least take 45 minutes. Okay, lack of time I'm not doing it. Just I'm going to show you. Okay, maybe later Mr. Avinash can help you out to run this code. Okay. What are this? Installing Jupyter. Not now. Now he is ready now itself, sir. Maybe think about extending the session after 4 o'clock. Okay, so I'm copying that code. Opening PowerShell or a command prompt window, type Jupyter notebook. Later I'll explain you what is Jupyter notebook. Okay, first just see how the data is being taken up. I'll put a new notebook here and get into a. So this is basically a code window for Python. Okay, if I would have taken the session last month also or last year also, you will ask me a question as a chartered accountant, why should I learn Python? Funders are often asked this question. Why should I learn Python? I don't know, Avinash also would have thought the same way and sat in the session. You know, he is one of the very few chartered accountants in this southern part of the country who sat in a 2-day program in SARC to learn Python. Okay. So here you can write codes. For example, I'll write a basic print function, print IGI, another code. The code gets executed. So what should I do? I simply copy paste the code. So I pasted the code. I can run a button, it will get me the chart of accounts. Of course, another piece of code to get the daybook. It goes on like that. So there are some variables like here. I'll quickly show you to the Zoho application. How many of the clients working in Zoho, using Zoho? No one here? So shall we start? Or should it take another 3-4 minutes? I'm surprised, sir. In Chennai, at least 20-30% of the members will say, yeah, I have come on my license using. But Zoho is introduced in the CS as well, in ITT as well as in Accountancy. Then I thought I'm going very fast on this. Okay, no problem, I can just rush through here. So I'm logging into the Zoho books using a mail ID. It is a cloud accounting software. So this is how a company will get loaded in Zoho. It's an online accounting package, does not require any installation. Okay, you can pass a sale entry, purchases entry simply with these. This is the org ID, organizational ID, similar to the tally number, the 10,000 number. So which I have to paste it here. Already I pasted. The client ID, client secret. I have to go to this URL, apiconsole.zoho.com. And one more time login. Under self client, I'll get the client ID and secret. I already pasted for me. Then I need to just copy the scope Zoho books full access paste the scope and generate. A grand token will be. Come and just copy, paste it only one time here and do a run. I'll show you what kind of information will come. Line 18. Some token will get generated and all the account has been generated. It is saved as ram.csv in my users folder. Account ID, name, code, and where is due. I have a trial balance report. I have a daybook report. Like running queries like this, you can take all the records from Zoho. So you got to know how to take it from SAP now. So these are called API calls, application programming interface calls. You can write those calls and take the data. So if you can see the end, see the particular the subdomain identity, you will get all of this data, including this tally automation and usage of tally with SQL also is there. Now what is that learning we got, sir, with the Zoho? It is only restricted to tally? No. Every application you can pull out the chart of accounts, list of accounts, trial balance, daybook, do a similar analysis. Come on. This is the underlying, story I want to tell you with respect to Zoho. And very, very important, my dear friends, you are learning this APIs, connecting this daybook and doing a ODBC reconciliation, things like that. The future CA students, 2 years from now, will know all of this, will also learn Python, run the script and come out. So just see what kind of the generation gap we will have with them. So because the institute is, and very important, the institute is making this time, the advanced identity marks to be printed along with the CA final margin. So the prospective employers will know how you are very good in technology. Alright, so this is what I want you to know. And also, one more thing I'm going to do with respect to tally automation using Python. Again, I'm going to copy the piece of code, come here, paste this here, okay? I'll just navigate through. Can you see this, what it looks like? What is this? A query. Am I right, friends? A query. So daybook query has been written somewhere in the middle of a big piece of code, which I am going to run and extract it. Okay, I'm going to run this. It is asking me the port number. I know my port I've changed it to 9003. Enter and done. It has generated a file, index for traders in a folder. Yeah, I got the daybook here in Excel. So Python query is running and taking the report, rendering into Excel file. Same one which you have seen is being imported. Now, I'll tell you, the same report is running for my client. Same report is running for my client every day and filter out only the sundry data balance, converts the data from Excel to PDF, and using another WhatsApp API, this information is sent to my client in a PDF sheet into a WhatsApp. Another 100 lines more as code. I didn't write, ChatGPT wrote for me. The client thinks that every day I'm deputing somebody to run it, but the system is automatically running the script and sending this data using Python. So, using this TDL, using this API technology, using the queries, using Python, the same thing can be automated day by day. So every day this data can be, sent to the client on an automated MIS. I know many young members in the cities like Chennai and Bengaluru are working on with CFO related services, working on drafting MIS and sending, drafting a reconciliation and statements and sending. So if you get adapted to this kind of technologies, you can automate the entire processes. So now I just want to ask you, shall we go ahead and since Python is running, since most of you did not have Excel working properly, but Tally is working properly, do you want to install Python? Take 10-15 minutes? Or start with? Yes? Shall we? Yes. So, go to Google Chrome and go to Google and say Python download. Python download. Python download. You click on any version on the top, Python 3.1.2, and you click. And any problem in installing and launching this, you can reach out to Mr. Avinash. For everything is Avinash. Avinash, people are laughing at you, man. Sir, when I first said in SIRC that I'm going to teach people Python, people laugh at me. And today BOS is introduced and people are thinking, okay, yes, I'm right. So you have to click on this Windows installer 64-bit. 64-bit only. So this is the last task we will do it for today and wind up. More than you, I'm very tired. Yes, download it. So after downloading it, I'm just can you handle this part? Just insert. Friends, I think many are connected to this Wi-Fi here. I don't know, not because of this 24 MB file. Your laptop starts to get updated, and some of you are using your branded, so none of them can be able to download. So better to try out from your mobile networks. Download it. You download it. Or maybe give your laptop. You can use it. Yeah. It's already my laptop should be there. Give me the laptop. Give me my laptop. due to this new scheme of training, people for articulation will get more people or they will lesser people?
Less people.
It will be very inversely proportionally less. Because in December, I took 2 sessions of ITT in Chennai. One day, 3 hours I did. I came to know around 24 people who attended the last batch qualified. That is in Jan, the result will come. Qualified. Out of 26 people, 24 people joined that some of the big 4 organizations. I asked about what the happened to the balance. They said no. They said they are going to quit the post. So some kind of things. So in Chennai, none of the articles who qualified last time, who did ITT recently, did not join any of the medium or large or small. So that is a scenario currently. And after this new course, more people will join. But I assume same way, 2 years of articleship, people will learn and just go, and there will be lack of articles, number 1. Then you will also think, okay, fine, I'll get articles, but they will study all the advanced ITT by themselves. No. Advanced ITT is not within the article. Now people get to leave, right? For addiction. There's too much of leave, and I say stop the leave concept for articles. So it is only, I know that's a bad news for articles. And there is a 2-year compulsory articleship without any study leave, without any exam leave, without any ITT, advanced ITTs. So advanced ITT is after the articleship. You will let you know, I won't tell you frankly, what is happening. So that means before writing CA final, they will take ITT, advanced ITT. And they have to actually very well qualify. This time advanced ITT is to be an examination conducted by the examination department. Because it's being printed in the market. So unless we are big force, people will join us qualified. This is the scenario, sir. This is the scenario out there. Just think about, you have to gear up yourself, and make sure that you implement some of these technologies in your office. Otherwise, moving forward, today it will be like, okay, after 5 years it will be totally uncomfortable, move on this technology. Download it? Yeah, it's on. Read it. So after installing, finally we'll ask one question, disable path limit. You have to give disable path limit and finish. That's it. Python is installed in your machine. Yeah, disable path limit and close. And close. Now you need to go to command prompt, CMD, like CMD, enter. You get a command prompt like this. Now, after installing, you have to type PIP list, all in small, pip list. PIP list. Enter. Now reinstall, correct only. You reinstall Python. That's you have to add a Python ESC to the path. Admin privileges. No, don't know that. Okay, now you say install now. I think the first time that it was not there, I guess. Close. Now you try. No, spaceless. Spaceless. Yeah. So if you get this window, Python is successfully installed. The add Python to path to be done, you can just double click and reinstall, click that path into work properly. Pardon? No, not required. If this screen is coming, pip list, Python is installed successfully. Now, how many of you came to this screen, pip list, and it is showing you one line? That is your install right now. Friends, how many of you list out? Yeah? Shall we proceed on? All these things are repeated only from now. Now, Python, let's assume it is equivalent to a computer. Programming language is equivalent to a computer. So inside a computer, you will have Excel, you will have Word, you will have PowerPoint, you will have many applications. Like that, those applications are called as libraries. Those applications are called as libraries. Now we are struggling with Excel different versions. There is only one powerful library to replace Excel. It is called pandas. So you have to type pip install space install PANDAS, pandas. This pandas is as equivalent as getting a Excel into Python and 1,000 times more powerful than Excel. It will get downloading like this and it will install automatically. If you type pip list after this, you will get a list of 4 or 5 libraries got installed. So see whether it is being installed or not. Now all these 6 or 7 dependent libraries are being installed because it's all dependent on pandas to work. So now the Python is getting more powerful, it is getting the Excel-like feature. And very important point, my dear friends. You saw that 3000 lines of line item of 2A being consolidated in single sheet over 3-4 seconds. It all works with Python. And number of rows in Excel is 10 lakhs. You load data with 40,000 line items, what will happen? Will not happen. Here it is, there is no size limit. You can have Excel or any kind of data with say 5 crores of line items of data. It will work properly. And all the data is stored in the RAM. It is not stored in the physical address. That is why the processing speed is very fast in Python. And there is no licensing involved. It is totally free. It's an open source. So then, now he has typed the pip list. He gets it was only pip version 24.0. Now it is pandas 2.2. NumPy is installed, and the date utilities is installed. 5TZ is installed. 6 is installed. TZ data is installed. These are dependent libraries coming alongside with pandas. So the only one library got installed. So far, from our point of view, it is pandas. And finally, one more library to start with. So type pip install Jupyter Lab. J-U. Jupyter pa. Jupyter Lab. Enter. That's it, friends. Now you recall I was working on the Jupyter notebook where I pasting and running the code. That is being installed. Now you need not know anything. You can ask Google to or ask ChatGPT to write a question. For example, last week one faculty gave me. He is attended the faculty development program and written a line to consolidate multiple Excel sheets. I could not reply because every time he messages me midnight 1 a.m. I said I'll do. One day when I am attending Calcutta FDP in the morning, he sends me, Ram, please fix it by today. I have stock on it where I need to consolidate 30-40 Excel sheets into single sheets. Then I came to know he is not preparing for faculty, that is advanced IDT program, he is preparing for his own program. I don't have moved to fix it. It was early morning, 6:30. You know what did I do? I copied the entire piece of code, pasted it in ChatGPT, and I said, the code is wrong, giving me a lot of troubles. Why don't you refix for me? The idea is to consolidate multiple Excel files with multiple Excel sheets into single Excel file and single sheet. It had 3 lines and gave me the query. I wrote a query, I ran with the 10 files of data. It took a little over 2 seconds to consolidate, which is done with that advanced IDT 4. So that is the level of speed it will work. So there will be a lot of dependencies. So the moment it is get done, you put a notepad and type this. First what you can pip install pandas. They tell pip list. Then pip install pandas. Then pip install Jupyter Lab. No, Jupyter Lab is a single word. Then you need to type Python-m. Python-m. Space -m. Space hyphen. Minus symbol m. Space Jupyter Lab. That's it. And the second time when you are going to use, you need not to install anything again. You have to type only one word. Python-m Jupyter Lab. The Jupyter Lab notebook will open. You can write any Python script. So once it's installed, you will be writing Python-m Jupyter Lab. Okay, put the URL where you have downloaded Python so that members can keep it as a reference. Yeah, copy the URL, paste it in the top. Enter. Yes. So see whether it is installed. So many dependencies are there. One by one it is being installed. Okay, let it run. Friends, let it run. We will write one line of script and we will wind up the session. But before that, I want to tell you something. What is happening inside ICAI? Is there any advanced IDT faculties here? No. I tell you, such a complicated advanced ITT examination now and a new syllabus completely, it has topics like Python, robotic process automation, RPA, which I thought of running few scripts, but I missed out with the time. I'll ask Mr. Rathnagiri sir to run next week. Topic number 3 is Power BI. Topic number 4 is 9. Should tell that. The Python spelling is not here. So topic number 4 is 9. It's an analysis tool. These 4 topics are being taught in the current advanced ITT, which is not there in the previous ITT, advanced ITTs. Now, to teach all of this, should you need only Python or should you need accounting knowledge? Both. 90% of the faculties are unfortunately BTechs and MCA. I ran this chart of accounts in Zoho. I asked one guy from the Tamil Nadu region, hey, come on, you got this result or not? Like no, I asked Avinash. He said, sir, all the data came, sir. But what is chart of accounts? That is the level of faculties we are. ICAI now ready to take any chartered accountant with 1 year of experience, with or without visa, to be advanced ITT faculty. To become advanced ITT faculty, you need to attend the faculty development program. You can just send one email to the chairman and board of studies. A faculty development program is a 2-day session like this, with a workshop end of session, is bound to happen without any charge to the members in Mumbai on 11th and 12th of June in Mumbai BKC. If you're not enrolled faculties, just send an email, show up there. 2 days you can attend a faculty development program, come back. BKC, sir. What do you call that BKC? Sir, who call that? Bandra? Bandra Kurla complex. Opposite that we have the WARC building. So, sir, that Mr. Rajkumar Adikia, Chairman Board of Studies, Mr. Rajkumar Adikia, and some secretary, sir. Whatever is not, you send a mail, you will get an invitation, you join them. And I think they will reimburse you some train fare or something. So if you want to go by your cost, you can go. And there is no charge for the session, course of 2 days. And very important, why I am telling you this? The nearby branches will lack people on advanced ITT. I suggest you, even though you are in practice full-time busy, try to utilize this. The moment first session you take, you will be certainly take very well than the existing BCA or MCA, am I right? Banks will give a very small sum of money, I don't want to disclose and embarrass us. But what will happen on the second session or the third session you continue to take? So I think that is how I became a faculty here. So you will transform yourself. I just want to show you a small idea and give you use case how this can go. Okay, and now after typing that, you need to click on Python 3 IT kernel notebook. Yes, now you can do anything. Lot of scripts there in that site, copy paste and do. Anyone install and learn up here? Yes, 2, 3 people, sir, 3, 4 people here, sir. My suggestion, start using it here. Start using it. Okay? So what can, let's stop this technical sessions, okay? We turn off this. Okay? So let's come back to this, come back out of the session for a moment. For some of you would have seen first time importing a data from ODBC to Excel. Some of you, everyone would have seen the first time our Python script is running and taking some kind of data from Zoho. And the extensive use of pivot tables. A simple pivot table giving you a report which is not available anywhere. All of these things could be new to you and today be the first thing to you. And most of you would have not had the same version of Excel, could not able to catch up in the session. But it is not that a session of say 5 hours, you will try to become expert oriented on the topic. You take any doctor, do you think you would have learned with one surgery and it came for a practice? It will be a very, very long time of learning and knowing he has come on. I would have personally to tell you, I have spent roughly 20,000 hours on this technology so far. Most of it comes after my qualification. Still I think I need to do something else. You won't believe, my dear friends, for the sake of fun, I wrote a TDL. You tell in the Tally calculator panel, create ledger Sivaram, enter, it will create a ledger under suspense account. Create ledger somebody under fixed assets, it will say, it will create a ledger under fixed assets. Like how we will type this SQL queries. And transactions also, make payment 5,000 rupees to Avinash, it will make a cash payment entry today to Avinash 5,000 rupees. All of this are done, I kept somewhere. 2 weeks back, past chairman of SAP told me that there is an hackathon competition going on with AI committee of ICAI. Why did we participate? I uploaded all the screenshots, prepared a PPT, impromptu PPT, 24 hours for only I know I'm attending the competition. I prepared that, I showed up, and everyone got shocked. It was use case of AI Intel. So what I did is natural language processing, English language, Tally understands and pass entry. But it is a subset of AI. So Tally pass entry and things like that. Everyone got surprised by seeing that. Next day there are 15 calls to me, 15 WhatsApp pings to me, and asking people asking me how you have done that. Could you share it? Of course, in my GitHub, maybe you need to go to the website, go to my GitHub. So in my GitHub, I posted that people started to use. Now what happens post that? Just it's been like 2 weeks. They told me that I have won the competition. I've been selected for the next level of competition, at semi-final and the final, bound to happen in Hyderabad International Conference. Okay, I don't find it's a not big deal, sir. I thought, okay, fine. What is that? 2 years back, something I wrote for a small fun time, and it is working on. Now, Mr. Umesh Sharma from the Western region is a central council member. He called up Tally and showed this TDL. He said, impossible, sir. Tally will not work like this. Now, you all got a clue, right? You write something in calculator queries showing you the reports. And yesterday, people in Ahmednagar branch, somewhere near to your region only, they called me, I did a session on AI, and people are thinking like, oh my god, there are a lot of things bound to happen. The point is, my dear friends, like today there is a lot of use cases of technology, we don't know how to actually use it. There are people uploading many things. Yesterday, for the session on the NLP, come down. A little bit down. Yeah. You can write this scripts. Yeah, create ledger, come down a little bit down, make payment, create item, make a sale. You can do all of this in by attaching the DDL. Now I do not teach you how to attach the DDL. All of this can work. So now, what happens? We are moving to a more of a AI related or a digitalized world where most things being done by the utilities and tools which are out there. And today ICA is like taking this and celebrating like anything. And I thought, very small tool. Just like that I wrote. But then now I'm thinking, I can write one more script here, which can do the daybook export automatically. A daybook export automatically. I can show you if I can use my laptop. There. Friends, can you see this period? Open a tally. The first problem is we will have to change the period. I can put a button here. Can you see the buttons being changed? Okay, I'll show you some more thing. I click of a button. I forgot the 9003, I guess. Some 30 tables being exported from that. You can just see how many seconds each table is being exported. Daybook is one. Whatever you are seeing this, what do you call this? Ledger data, master data is one. Stock is one. The forensics is one. There are built by some more TDL I'm commercially developing. It took little over 3.2 seconds to download the data. 1,500 times data. It took 13 tables. Further, I'm going to use it and analyze. This is the speed of it's been extracting and doing. So, just see what kind of automations can happen. This is one of an example of our robotic process automation. Now, you need not go click and export. You need not have your tally, Excel 32-bit or any kind of bit. This will go next step. If I give yes now here, all the data, daybook, bill references, stocks, everything, 95% of the data are taken as HSN data, eBay bill data, e-invoice data, all of this being taken into single Excel file. So I'm just currently working on it, come out the single click export, and by the way it works in Python. Now, furthermore, writing Python scripts, I can do any kind of reconciliation, a single click of button, a reconciliation with 26 years, a single click of button, a reconciliation with 2B or a GFR work, anything can be done out of this process, and it works with Python and TDL attached to the system. So, moving forward, you can also try to develop applications like this, which work alongside with your native accounting applications. So with this, I'll complete my session, and if you have any questions, I'm ready to take them. My work, and we will explain some other basics and more fundamental concepts on SQL queries and power tools like Power Queries, Power Pivots, and some bit of Python as well. So I've taken you can very well say that you have Python already installed. You will definitely come and share you some use cases. I'll also give you a small brief about Mr. Ratnagiri sir.
Thanks sir for coordinating this program. I would like to thank all the fellow chartered accountants and all the participants on behalf of Davangere CP Study Chapter of SIRC of ICAI. I would like to extend a special thanks to our members and participants who travelled all the way from Shimoga, Sagara, Harpanhalli, Kottur, Bangalore, Durga, Ballari to attend this workshop. If I have missed any place, can you forgive me? Thank you sir. And many more. Lastly, I thank